What is up, guys? I'm excited to hang out with you today, and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about how to automate your sales system. We're going to do some live prospecting and some live outreach here on the video today. And I just want to give a shout out to wherever you are watching this, wherever you're catching this from. I just can't thank you enough for spending some time with us today at Millennial Skills in Chatbots 101. And my name is Hector Santiesteban. I'm the founder of Millennial Skills and the creator of the Chatbot 101 group. And really our goal here is to help you to create the life and the business that you love through automated sales systems, right? What we call our ASS. And it's something that was not really possible before the technology that's available today. It wasn't really possible for the little man to be able to do things like this. And so we're really excited about bringing you, the individual, the solopreneur, the freelancer, the agency owner, all of you, the ability to go out there and really scale your business in ways that were never possible before. And so we're going to get into a couple of things. But the first thing I want to just jump right into is a little update on yesterday. Okay, so I want to show you guys what happened after yesterday. So we know, if you guys caught yesterday's video, we went through and we sent out some messages. We actually opened up an automation for some of these people. Now, if you'll notice that this was actually the message that we sent out yesterday. And it says, pretty basic. Hey, quick question. Does Bear Tattoo and Hair Removal offer Botox or laser hair removal, right? And they said, we do offer laser hair removal. And they said that their nurse in South Loop does specialize in Botox injections, but that's a separate company. Well, so now what I can do is I can go through and I can actually follow up with what I already had kind of created. And so you'll notice that we put in an autoresponder here, but this one didn't exactly fall into the autoresponder exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this right here, and I'll plug that in. And so now I can just go ahead and respond back with them, and I'm going to send them to our website, right? I'm going to send them to our website. So I'll do that. Great. We work with other, I'm just going to say other clinics throughout the country to send them, and then I'm going to say laser hair inquiries and consults. We're doing a free pilot for, I'm just going to say businesses in your area. If company name is interested, right, and then it's going to throw the company name, visit that link, right? And then I'm going to go, and it is, what was it? It was, I need to grab my links. So anyways, we're just doing an update from yesterday. If you guys are catching this, I'm going to need you guys' help to get more people to tune in, right? I always used to feel bad when I would beg for engagement, but now I know that I need your guys' help to be able to get more people to be able to see this this video. So let me know if you guys can hear the freaking noise outside, but sorry if that is screwing up your ears. So let's throw this back in there, and I'm gonna put this visit, and then I'm gonna put our little pretty link in there so we can pixel them on click as well. And I don't want to forget, I want to get some more people onto this. So if you guys are not part of the Chatbot 101 group, okay, because you're catching this on the YouTube link in the future, make sure that you guys are part of the 101 group. So I'm gonna send this out really quickly. Sorry if you guys are seeing this live, but I thought that this would be valuable for other people to see. So we're gonna get it out to everybody. And it also allows me to be able to find the people who don't want to be here, right? Unsubscribe, send that away. All right, so we're gonna do that. We have lost a few people over that, and that's okay. So I'm gonna send back this message. So send that back, and I'm gonna send it from the 630 number that I decided to, and it's going to send that off with boom. Okay. Now, it says, great, we work with other clinics. We're doing a free pilot for businesses in your area. If Bear Tattoo and Hair Removal is interested, you can visit that place for info. And we talked about that that would automatically send them into our, our calendar, right, if they ended up deciding to schedule. So that's for that. No Botox, some lipo hair removal. I don't know what that means. So once again, I'm gonna just copy this right here. And throw that back in there. And now I'm just doing prospecting. I'm just doing follow-up, and I'm doing it manually for you guys to see like what it would take, right? But this can all be automated if we want, and I can show you how to do that in a little bit. So we're gonna talk about some new stuff today. But guys, main thing I want you guys to see is that you guys don't need to be, I mean, this is so easy when you guys start to utilize some of these systems, right? So we're automating it, and now my goal, remember, is to only talk to people who are interested in talking to us, right? So it's really distracting having a lawnmower like right next to your window. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's pretty loud for me and it's pretty distracting. So I apologize if you guys have to deal with that. But my brain is all over the place because these weed whackers don't know that we're having a live stream right now. Anywho, let's keep going. What can you do? What can you do? We'll move on. So I'm going to show you guys some cool things that we can do, right? And we talk about, like yesterday, we did just usually it was like a voicemail drop. It was an automated kind of system, but now we can take it one step further and we can create what are called IVRs, or these are basically automated voice response systems. And it's like, you know, when you call, you know, AT&T in the past, and it'd be like, oh, press 1 to do this, press 2 to do this, press 3 to do this. Well, those systems used to be really, really expensive to have. And what's amazing is you can now have those systems, right? Like these things allow you to be able to set up those systems. So what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that when they call us back, right, they can actually go through these series of questions, right, and kind of go through these series of steps if we want to send them through it, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to create this. So we're going to create, and it's going to be Med Spa IVR. All right. I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Oh, Med Spa IVR. Now, what we're doing is, remember, our goal is to go out and create new business, right? That's really what we're trying to do, is we're trying to go out there and create new business. So we know from yesterday, we've got to go out, and the first thing is we've got to find some leads, right? Where are we going to get our leads, okay? Some of you guys are running Facebook ads, right? Some of you guys are running, you guys are using RoboContact or Text in Bulk. You're getting them off of Yelp or Google Maps, right? But where are you going to do that? And then the next thing that you got to do is you got to have some form of outreach, right? And so this right here is going to be, you know, text, right? Call, email, you know, those are kind of the main ones, right? That's going to happen there. So this is the second part. And then what we're looking for is we're looking for some sort of engagement back, right? We're looking for some sort of engagement. Before we start selling to them, we want to get some sort of engagement. And then what we can do, and then if we have some engagement, then what we can do is we can qualify. Okay. So that's essentially what we're doing here, right? We're doing with our outreach. We can call them, we can email them, right? We can engage them, we can do lots of things. So let's do this. Okay, so let's hop back into our share. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an outbound IVR, right? I'm going to do an outbound IVR, and basically what that's going to be is it's going to be a message that is going to be sent to them that will allow them to qualify themselves, right? That's basically what we're doing, is we're creating an opportunity for them to qualify themselves, because here's what happens, right? If I go back to, like, here's what an IVR basically is. So if we go over here, an IVR is like IVR equals automated voice response, right? Something like that, okay? So let's just call it that for now. Now, here's what happens. When they call in, right, when they call in, they come in and now they have all of these different routes that they can take, right? So now it's boom, and so let me undo that. So now they have all these different routes. So now right here I can say, okay, I can say, you know, info. Right here, you know, if I want to go right here, I can say they want to leave a message, okay? Right here, if they want to say, you know, pilot program, right? Right here, you know, maybe they want to remove themselves, okay? So I'm going to say that. So maybe they want to, maybe that's what they want to do. But I'm going to give them options, and then I'm just going to go through it, okay? So let's hop back, and this is really what we're going to do, and this right here is going to go in like the outreach. So it's like this, boom, right? And then if they engage, that's what we're talking about coming back to here, okay? Am I losing anybody? Let me see, guys. If you guys are enjoying this stuff, let me know. If this sucks, let me know. I always need feedback. I was telling my wife that I'm challenged with my baby right now because he's only a month old. He's like 5 weeks old, and I can't get any immediate feedback from him. So I need immediate feedback, or I'm not going to know if this is working. So let's see. So good. We got some questions in here from Dave. Let me see if I can pull up this question. It doesn't let me see the rest of your questions. Kind of frustrating here. So we'll keep that on there, and I'll see if I can answer any questions from you guys as well. So Dave says, what if they reply via phone call instead of text? So that's exactly what we're going to talk about right now. So let's hop in, and I want to share my screen this way. Okay, so let's talk about the call configuration. So we're going to go out, and can you guys hear this weed whacker behind me? If you guys cannot, oh my goodness, I love my microphone for saving your ears from this, but it is literally one of the most frustrating things. And I'm sorry for bringing that up in the middle, as you guys don't care about that. All right, so let's go in, and here's what we can do. So let's see right here. So when they call in, or when I'm going to call, remember, this is an outreach. This is an outreach kind of, we're going to use this as an outreach. So we're going to say this. Hey, this is Hector with HD Marketing. And the reason we're calling is we actually are offering a free pilot for med spas and clinics in your area to help send them patient inquiries for Botox and laser hair. If you're interested in learning about the free program, just press 1. If you want to actually get on a call with one of our agents about the program, press 2. Or if you'd like to remove yourself from our system, you can just press 3. Thanks so much, and have a great day. Oh, no. Let's see. It didn't happen. It didn't work. I didn't record it. It didn't work. Okay, I got to record it again. All right. So let's see. So that's what I would say. I would say something like that. So let's see. Let's see. I want to think this through. My name is Hector. We help, Sandy, to write this out. If you guys are watching with me, let's talk this through. What do you guys think I should say? Let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to say my name, and then I'm going to say the value, and then I'm going to say the no catch, and then I'm going to say the call to action. Okay, so ready? It's going to be quick. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so then I need my options. So then 1 is going to be, 1 is info, 2 is schedule a call directly, and then 3 is 1 is that, 2 is schedule a call, and 3 is remove themselves. Okay, so here we go. I got it written down. I got my script. Now I'm ready to go. There's no dumb weed whacker in the background. He's not dumb. He's just doing his job. It's so mean with me. All right, let's go. Hey, this is Hector with HD Marketing, and I was calling because we actually offer patient inquiries for Botox and laser hair removal for med spas and clinics in your area. And we were actually running a free pilot program for a few specific clinics. So if you're interested and you want more info sent to you, just press 1. If you'd actually like to talk to our agents right now about the program and get started, press 2. Or if you'd like to remove yourself from our systems and any follow-ups, press 3. Oh, that was 30 seconds. That was long. I don't know if I like that. Let's see. Hey, this is Hector with HD Marketing, and I was calling because we actually offer patient inquiries for Botox and laser hair removal for med spas and clinics in your area. And we were actually. What do you guys think? Actually, I think I like it. All right. So I'm going to put numeric input, and I'm going to save that. Okay. So submit. So now what I've got is I've got my initial. So now what's going to happen is when I call them, it's going to go out and it's going to go out with this IVR, right? It's going to give them this opportunity to be able to do all these different things. So I need to add my options here. So I'm going to add my options. So remember, if they hit 1, we're going to send them more info. Okay. If they hit 1, then we are going to send them more info. So it's going to, we're not going to have audio. It's going to be an SMS, right? So the content is going to say this. Let me go over here. So I'm going to go to this. So I'm going to say great. And then I want to get my patient inquiries one. Patient inquiries, receiver number. SMS content for caller. So I don't need to send that. I don't need to select. I don't need to send a message to them. So that should be good. So when they hit X, so when they hit 1, I'm going to send them back this message, right? I'm just going to send them back this message. Boom. Oh, please upload an audio. Oh, okay. So they're going to hit it. So they hit 1. So I know what's going to happen. So I know it. So I'm going to have to say right here. Okay, great. Just check your text messages and we'll send over a link with info on how all the programs work. And if you'd like to speak to an agent now and schedule a time to get started, just press 2 and we'll connect you with someone right away. All right. So that. Okay, great. Just check your text messages and we'll send over a link with info. So boom. So now when they hit 1, they're going to hear that message. I'm going to send this text over, and then what's going to happen is they're going to get this text message, right? They're going to get that text message as well. So I don't need receiver number. I think I don't need that. Submit. Okay, cool. So great. So now I need to put in my second option, right? Put in my second option. So my second option was to schedule a call directly. So now if I go back here to my initial one, I'm going to put my option number 2. Option number 2 is going to be a forward. It's going to be a call forward, and it's going to be an outbound number. And it's going to call directly to my sales guy. So it's going to say 7. It's going to need to put a +1, and then 708-254-3289 if you guys want digital automation services. That's where you call. He's gonna, well, if you guys call him and blow him up about sales, he'll probably love it. So I'm gonna put that in there, okay? So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna include an action. I'm gonna add this to the engaged part, right? They engaged with us. So we just wanna know who's in there. Okay, because this is gonna be how I kind of monitor who is kind of taking actions. I want to add that to the other one as well. So I'm able to track who's doing what, right? So let me record an audio. So I'm going to say, give me 1 second while I connect you with our agent. Just let him know that you were contacted by phone and are interested in our pilot program. So I'm going to say that. They're going to get that message while we connect them and while we forward it to our salesperson. Boom. All right. Now, the third one was to remove them. The third one was to remove them. So I'm gonna go back here, add option number 3, okay? And I'll record this and I'll say, okay, thank you so much for your time. We hope you have a great day. If you have any questions about getting more laser hair inquiries or more Botox inquiries sent to you, just give us a call and we'll be able to help you out. So boom, so then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do none, but I'm gonna include an action, and then I'm gonna delete them. And I'm gonna delete them out of there, get them out of our list so that they're not in there. We don't talk to them anymore. Boom. Okay, so now I've got my 3 options here, right? So now if I call, it, I will get this kind of, this is what will happen, right? If I call with these people. So let's do this. Let's hop over here to my list and I'm gonna hop over, and I've got my med spas in Chicago because that's where I'm hunting right now. Illinois. I do Illinois Med Spa, Illinois Medical Spa. All right, 310. Let's do Illinois Medical Spa. What about that? How many do I got there? Right there, 187. All right, this looks like I haven't messaged any of these people. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and take these people. I want to make sure they're all. I just want to make sure they're cell phones. Why not? Because I'm going to text them as well, right? I'm going to give them they're going to get the full automation. So they're going to do that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to call them. And I believe I can actually call with an IVR, right? So let me hop over to my automations, my campaigns. Okay. So I'm going to go here to my med spa. And I'm gonna go to my content, okay? And I'm gonna do, this is gonna say 2 minutes afterwards, because I'm just gonna replace my old message. I'm gonna make a phone call, and I'm gonna call with an IVR, and I'm gonna call from that number, and I'm gonna call with my med spa IVR. So then, I think it's like this one. So I'm going to delete my old one. And now what's going to happen is these people are going to get contacted with that IVR, so that if they want more info, it's going to send them that list, right? And then I'm going to go back and make sure that I segmented those people, right, in the first one. So if they hit 1, I want to add them to my MedSpot engaged campaign. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Submit. All right. I haven't even glanced down and taken any questions. Honestly, I'm doing this for my own business, so you're getting kind of a peek behind the curtain of what it is that we're doing. So Dave says he's wondering how you fulfill that promise and send them free Botox inquiries. Well, frankly, full transparency, it is a little bit of a bait and switch, right? But on last week's training, and I think that you were on it, Dave, we talked about like working up our commitment, right, if you will. And so I'm going to put kind of draw a line right here. And so there's this level, there's these stages, if you will, of kind of service, right? So let's talk about like these kind of 3 stages. And I shared them with you, and this is a great question, Dave. He asked, how do you actually get them to fulfill, how do you fulfill on that? So the first thing is, is some sort of actual free trial, right? A free trial where you're just building the bot. If you want to run text and bulk systems for them, if you want to, create LinkedIn, go in and grab LinkedIn connections, get them, there's tons of ways that you can offer this for free, right? Even if it's like just building them a website on ClickFunnels for 2 weeks or whatever your services are, like you can mold them to show them, hey, I'm going to do this work for you for free. That way I show you like that I can do it, right? And specifically, I'm talking about like my business, we send them Botoxing, like Botox and laser hair increase. Not really Botox. I don't really like the fact that I felt really weird about doing that designs or campaigns for that. We've moved away from it because laser hair is way more profitable and we have way better results with it anyways. And I think it's because I believe in it more. But anyways, that's what we do. So that's why in these messages, I'm talking about that. You could talk about, hey, do you have a website? Hey, are you trying to get ranked on Google? Are you trying to get seen on Google Maps? Hey, do you work with other businesses? Do you have a need for business leads, right? Like whatever your service offering is, that's what you want to talk about. And so there's this free trial. And then the next level up is what we call a paid pilot, okay? And that's where essentially what they're doing is they're just paying for the ads. We're setting up the ads, we're creating the ads, we're creating the chatbot, we're creating all the notifications and everything like that. They're creating everything is in terms of services is free. They're just paying for the Facebook. Like we can't, we obviously we can't do, we have to pay Uncle Zuckerberg, right? That's how I say it. And they kind of get that. If I'm running ads or if I need to run ads, a lot of times you don't need to run ads, right? And then the last part is obviously a paid client. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question a little bit, Dave, and kind of how you can work towards that, right? Because that's what we do at the beginning is we set them up we charge them, $150 for the ad spend, right? And over those 150, over 5 days, we get them X amount of leads, right? And then basically from those leads, they can turn those leads into a 5 or even 10x return sometimes. If they're crisp and good, they can turn those leads into a 15, 20, 30x return. And so what we show them is, hey, we can get you results, right? Like, you gave us $150, we got you results. Here's what our full package is. And now they're much more willing to do business with you. They're much more willing to try it out. They're much more willing to kind of, because they've had a low commitment at first. And what's great about it is for these businesses, they're putting money in, but it's not a lot. But you still weed out the ones who aren't willing to invest into it, right? They're like, because a lot of times they go, oh, it's just that much, right? It's just a little bit, it's just this. Well, that's to get them in the door. And remember, I'm looking at some of these people here, and the other alternative is people are like, well, Hector, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do paid work. I don't want to do free work. I don't want to do pilots. Then fucking don't. Then close sales. Be a badass, right? Like this is why we're talking about this is because a lot of people are not good at sales, and that's okay, because what you can do is if you're good at fulfillment, you can lower the commitment and just create the expectations, right? That, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it for X amount of days. And then after that, here's my fees, right? And the fact that, and the fact that you're willing to put your results on the line goes a long way for them. And I think it also, holds you a little more accountable too. So hopefully that helps, Dave. Great question, Dave. Let's talk about what we just did. All right, so now, and this is all courtesy, by the way, of John Vaughn. He recorded an IVR demo, and I was like, oh, this is great. I've got to show people this stuff. So you guys can thank John for these incredible tools. So now if I hop back to my list, right? If I hop back to my list and I go into my Illinois medical spas, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now run those people through this automation, right? I'm now going to run these people. I want Illinois med spas, I guess. I'm going to run these people through this automation so that I can send some of them through the IVRs, right? Oh, you know what I just forgot though? I just forgot on this IVR. I need to, so I said on the second one, right? I said on that second one, information right here, right? Or excuse me, this first one right here. I said, if they press 2, then they'll get connected to my partner, right? So I'm just I'm just making sure that this works, because what's going to happen is it's just all going to take place like it's all going to take place in the background, right? It's just these people are going to get text messages. These people are going to get these people are going to get calls, and it's all going to happen without me having to do it. So that's what's great, is it takes a little bit at the beginning to set up, but then afterwards you're just clicking buttons and people are getting messages. Okay, give me 1 second and I will connect you with our agent. Just let him know that you were interested in our pilot program. Boom, include that, submit that, bada boom. All right, I've got that action in there. All right, I'm ready to rock. I wanna rock. Look at all these leads right here that I got. All right, so let's hop to my last page, because let's do that. So I've got, nope, I want 10 on the page, 10 at a time. I'm just gonna keep it slow, So we're gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add all those to a campaign. They're all gonna go into the MedSpa campaign, and I'm gonna submit that, and they're scheduled. All right, they're scheduled. And I'm gonna run a few more people through it. I'm gonna do 20 today. Yesterday I did 10, okay? I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna do 30. Let's do 30. Let's live life on the edge. Why don't we, huh? Let's go big. Now some of you guys are thinking, why don't we do 100? Well, you're gonna break something. You're gonna get your Twilio, you're gonna get your text messages shut down. You're gonna piss people off. You're not gonna just slow and steady wins the race, okay? If you want to use multiple numbers, multiple areas, if you want to scale horizontally, by all means, go for it, okay? But in terms of sending out hundreds or thousands, the system will let you. I just don't know that it's the best to do that. So now if I hop over here in my campaigns, what I can see is, if I hop into my med spa, that's where I'm prospecting right now. I can now see who's going through it, okay? So you can see here, this was completed earlier, right? I've got this whole list. This is initiated, so they're on the call stack. These are gonna get called soon, right? Some of them have gotten texted, some of them need to get called. So all of these, it'll show you who's where in. I can come in, and if I wanna eliminate someone from the campaign, I can, but this will tell me who's now in these campaigns. It'll tell me right here what's going to happen, and then I can limit where it's going. So automation, guys, it really comes down to leveraging tools that can scale your reach, that can find people who are already interested in talking to you, and kind of putting, I don't know why, wartime, or like just I think about building a moat, right? The war imagery is kind of weird for some people, but if you build a moat around you, right, like they did with castles, they did that to kind of keep them from the barbarians, frankly, right, from the crazies. And if you're out there talking to every single person who you send a message to, if you talk to every single person who says, they want a website or they want Facebook ads or whatever, at the beginning, is it helpful? Like sure, to have those conversations so that you can learn, like absolutely, it can be very valuable. But when you're focusing on scaling, when you're focusing on growing, when you have a business, when you have a family, when you want to live a digital lifestyle, well, you don't want to necessarily do all that stuff. So that's why we're talking about is creating this moat, utilizing these systems where, here's what happened today. Those of you guys who are hopping on late, right? What we did is we created a system where automated, I just sent out 30 text messages and phone calls to people, And the phone call, when it'll call them and it'll say, hey, we're offering this, this program. If you want to, get more info, press 1. If you want to, talk to one of our people, press 2. And if you want to get deleted, press 3. And all of those options become possible. If they press 1, they get a website sent to them. If they press 2, they get forwarded to our sales agent. If they press 3, we remove them from the campaign. They won't hear from us again. So all of this happens just right away, without me having to do it, right? And here's the thing: people will go, "Well, does it work? Well, how many out of those 30 did you book?" And it's like, I don't know. It's happening in the background, like right now. And I honestly, I don't expect that any of those 30 will book. But I know that if I do 30 today, I maybe bump it up to 40 tomorrow. I wouldn't go above 50 per phone number per day. But if I do that 5 to 7 days a week, that's 350 messages per week. If I do that over a month's period, that's 1,400 messages sent out over a month period. If I do that over a year, that's 14 times 12. I don't know what 14 times 12 is. I'm not smart enough to remember that. That's 168. So that's 168,000 messages that get sent out over the year if you just commit to that process daily. And if you guys send out 168,000 messages throughout the year, I gotta imagine, how many do you need to hit your goals? You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it comes down to. So I'm gonna check in and see if there's any questions. If you guys are catching this live and you guys enjoyed any of this, I'm gonna ask, and I'm begging for some engagement, because Uncle Zuckerberg just holds us by the balls with this damn algorithm. And if we as a community do not engage on stuff that is valuable, then that stuff will not not be punished. It's a weird word, but it won't be value. And there's so much on on Facebook that is maybe not the most positive. That the more that you slam on that like button, the more that you comment, the more that we have an opportunity to impact people with positive stuff, that can make a difference. So there's my plea for engagements and likes. Anyways, if you guys got questions, Charlie, what's up? Lindsay, great to see you. Nikos, thanks for hopping on live. Make sure you guys go out and subscribe to the Millennial Skills YouTube channel. Make sure you guys are part of the Chatbot 101 group if you're catching this on the YouTube channel. And if you guys want to get invited to our weekly masterclasses, where we go into a lot more, I want to say a lot less rambling than these videos, make sure you're subscribed to the Millennial Skills Chatbot, and we'll get you updates there. All right, have an amazing day, an amazing whatever you're having. We'll see you later.